gotta go look at land today.
I know, I'm excited.
We might start our farm right here.
I know. She loves when the mommy's awake. Oh!
Are you gonna want any tea?
Is this thing on?
You want any tea?
Good morning, friends. Do I want tea?
Yeah.
Like right now?
Yeah, you want me to make it?
Are we gonna go get tea from that cafe?
Oh, we can do that.
I look insanely crazy right now. It's time to go take a shower.
Oh, you guys told me? Local honey for my allergies? See how it works. I'll report back in a month. Hi, puppy. Look at this dog's underbite. Look at this dog's underbite. Oh, you think you're so tough. We're walking through downtown Boquete right now, and we're going to a realtor because we might be buying some land here to start our homestead. So the two of us have been talking about starting a homestead for the last 2 years. The plan was always to do it in the United States, but we realized that everything that we wanted to do was illegal. So for the last year, we've been saying maybe we'll just do it illegally, maybe we'll try to find a legal way to do it. And then we came here to Boquete.
And all of the signs, for some reason, are just pointing to this place. So again, we're just toying with the idea, we're having fun, we're going to a realtor, and we're going to look at some land.
Welcome to lot number 1.
This year you'll have, you know, cat's house lying around, monkeys howling around. Because of the cacti's, usually you'll find a cacti between the open land and trees. So when these trees are giving out fruits, you'll probably see them.
It's pretty sweet.
Oh, look at that view.
I know.
And right there, right above that hill, there's a national park with a volcano. It's so weird.
What do we do with that hill?
Yeah, that's the only thing, right? Is that's so steep. But I don't know if there's much that you could do with it, and that's where a lot of your land is. But Eloin goes all the way over to there, and it's about 5 acres. This is the most expensive property that we're looking at? I think so, right?
Yeah.
So for the most expensive, I feel like I'd have to... Okay. For the most expensive, I feel like I have to love it, and that hill takes up half the land, so...
Exactly.
I want, if it was a little bit flatter, because look at this view.
Dude, like I said, if it was cheaper, if it was like half the price, I'd be like 10.
This is lot number 2.
I can picture myself living here.
This is the one that we're probably most excited about. Let's show you around. Right behind me is lot number 3. I take back everything else I said. This is my favorite so far. Mostly just because it's the cheapest.
I know,
by far.
I know.
And it's the biggest. Look at all this land.
Yeah,
and right on
tons of trees, which I love.
And right on the other side is the river. It's a little warm and it's a little far from town. It's like 25 minutes from town.
Yeah.
But still, to have this much land, to have 5 acres of land, and to be this close to town,
Yeah.
in this price range is just
It's amazing.
unheard of.
Yeah, it's amazing.
You know, at this point, I feel like a lot of these guys think we're absolutely out of our minds.
And I don't blame you.
I feel like we've done a really bad job of showing you guys our favorite part of Boquete, which is the downtown.
Absolutely.
I feel like we haven't really shared everything about it that we love.
Yeah.
So give us...
The charm of it, the people, the places, the food, everything about it. We want to show you around.
So give us 2 minutes and let's show you why we love it. In the town of Boquete, there's around 30 microclimates. So the weather here can be different than the weather just over that hill over there, or just over that hill over there. In this town, it is between 58 and 77 degrees, 365 days out of the year. But you guys don't know, that's perfect. Like 70, 77, 75 during the day is amazing, and 60 at night to sleep, you just can't beat it.
So the local grocery store here is insanely cheap. You could get a package of cucumbers for less than $2. You could get a pound of green beans for $1. You could get a squash for $1 and an eggplant for 79 cents.
Can you believe it? Also, I think something that Kaylee loves the most is that not only do they have all these conventional products, but they have all organic stuff too.
They have organic stuff and a whole separate organic store right down the road.
Can you believe it? Next is the price of gasoline. This is 77 cents US a gallon, which is about $2.60, $2.70 a gallon. And that's by far the cheapest gas that we've seen in all of Central America. We haven't seen prices like this since Texas.
And you guys, one of the best parts, they got a total of $1. And if you guys don't know how to speak Spanish, that means the dollar store.
And the variety of restaurants that they have here are absolutely insane. They have Mexican food, seafood, an Italian place, a coffee place, another coffee place, a sports bar, a gelato place, a chocolate place, American barbecue place, pizza place.
And they have one of the absolute best bakeries we've been to. But the best part of that is the prices. Jordan and I could get a meal, a side, a coffee, and a smoothie each, and it would be like 15 bucks.
And the last thing we love about this place is the people. There's some people here with some amazing stories, not just the Panamanians, but people from all over the world. We made friends with a guy who runs a coffee shop in town, and I think the guy's awesome. So we're gonna introduce you to him right now. This guy. How are you?
Welcome. Good to see you again. Are you riding a bike?
Motorcycle.
Motorcycle,
Yes.
Yeah.
So I need to introduce you guys to Arturo. These are all of our YouTube friends. Right inside this lens.
All right. Hello.
I had to tell you I have a bone to pick with you. I'm a little angry. I made my coffee this morning.
Why?
Just wasn't the same after I had your coffee. I was like, what is this garbage?
Never be the same. That's the thing. That's the big problem.
Your coffee yesterday was so good.
I change people's lives.
Amazing.
What makes your coffee so good?
Well, we do quality control. So we do cup every sample we offer to our clients. And when I cup them, I can tell, what's good.
Yeah.
And I try to choose the best of the best to offer my clients.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
To my visitors.
And all around here in Boquete, it's just coffee nation. It's like finca, coffee finca after coffee finca, everywhere.
Yeah, it's so interesting that we are such a small producer in Central America. We will never compete with quantity. Therefore, the producers have to strive for quality.
So geisha coffee here, you'll notice it right away because you go to the grocery store and it's like $5 a pound, $6 a pound, $5 a pound. Then you get to the geisha and it's like $140 a pound. It's like, what is this? What makes it so expensive?
Number one, it takes twice as much time as a traditional variety to give you fruit. Working in a coffee farm, I realized this. I also realized it takes approximately between 5 and 7 years for a geisha tree to actually give you good fruit.
Yeah.
And then it gives you approximately 10 times less fruit. It yields less fruit than a regular or traditional variety.
Gotcha.
So
that's why it's 10 times more expensive. It makes sense.
Yeah, right off the bat, it's got to be, it's got to make sense for the producer to balance it out.
Well, I gotta say, I've been craving one of your cups of coffee today. You think we could have one?
Yeah, sure.
Let's do it. You ready?
I am so ready. So ready.
It looks like a spider web.
Cheers.
Doesn't it? Cheers.
Well, you guys have a good night. Thank you.
Nice to see you
It was
again.
nice to see you.
I made a really big mistake. We made this food and we were gonna show it to you,
The presentation was just amazing, but
but
we just dug right
we
in.
just started eating. And this is the like 2 bites that are left. And the only reason we still have this is because Kaylee's such a slow eater. Did still a couple bites, but she made this veggie risotto. It was freaking amazing.
It came out pretty good.
You did great.
Thanks, Lily.
But what a day this was, looking at all this land where we could potentially build our one day tiny home, homestead, community.
It's pretty unreal, to be honest.
There's so much for us to consider, and there's so much to figure out, and there's so much to do. And we're gonna try and share as much as we can with you, as much details as we can,
Totally.
without getting like too nitty gritty, you know.
Yeah,
But
of course.
we're gonna share
I
as
don't want to bore you guys because it's been so much fun, but there's so many little details and the whole process is just like crazy.
and just so much different than what we're used to in the States.
Yeah.
So there's a lot for us to figure out. We'll share as much as we can. I guess the one thing for us to share with you, the last little like piece of info, is a big thing that's making us want to stay here is we got the invoice of what it was going to cost to ship our bus over to Colombia, and it was $4,000. And then we were like, how much is it to ship it back? And it was like $5,000 or $6,000.
Yeah.
It's like, oh man.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna plan on staying here and then travel to South America in a much cheaper way,
Totally.
and take that money that was gonna cost to ship our vehicle and pay part of a piece of land with it instead.
Exactly.
So we hope you guys are cool with that plan, because that's like what we're thinking about doing,
Yeah.
and we think it's a good plan.
That's all we got. That's what it is.
That's all we got for you guys. Thanks for coming along, and thanks for coming along for this journey. This is just the start of a new one, so we're excited to bring you along for it.
Absolutely, you guys. It's such an exciting time for us, and we hope you guys are just as excited as we are. We love you guys. Thank you so much for all your support, and we'll see you very soon.
See you next time.